What's good, life and poetry? Ooh, let's try that completely again. What's good, life and poetry? Or shall I say, greetings and salutations, and welcome back to the channel with your boy, your host, you guessed it, Marcus T. This guy back with another video. I don't know what type of video this is here, but as always, it's unedited, unfiltered, and as raw as possible. 1 second, guys. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Hydration is key. Hydration is key, truly. But yeah, as always, this is going to be as unfiltered as possible. But there was some stuff on my spirit. But before we jump into everything or whatever we're going to talk about, again, I'm gonna let listen. I'm gonna let the Lord have my tongue on this one here because I really don't know where I'm gonna go. But before we jump into anything, guys, as always, if you are new here or if you have been here before and have not already done so, guys, do me a huge favor. You want to smash that subscribe button. Excuse me, and join the Life and Poetry family. Smash that subscribe button so that you can become a member, so that you can be. See, guys, I don't know what's going on today, but you remember, unedited. So I can't cut none of this out here. This video has to be as authentic as possible. I'm in raw form today. So again, new here, been before not already done so, smash that subscribe button so that you can be a member of the Life Poetry family and team. Once you've done that, go and turn on that notification bell so that you can be notified every time we here at Life Poetry drop a new video. Once you've done that, like this video, thumbs up. You don't like it, thumbs down. It's all love. It's all love here at Life Poetry, guys. Share these videos and comment, guys. Comment. I love reading your comments. I love opening the dialogue, so on and so forth, right? So now you've done all that. No fancy transition, no sound effect, nothing, guys. We're going to talk about some stuff. And again, I'm going to let the Lord literally take my tongue today and I'm going to let him speak through me. And as I try to pour myself out here, but there's been a lot going on. This Valentine's has passed, and I haven't been recording as much as I should be. I missed some deadlines. This is the 20th. Look at my board. I missed 1 deadline, 2 deadline, 3 deadline, 4, right? But nonetheless, I'm here, guys. But I was spending time with my wife. We've been loving on each other, growing closer. We were having a great time, together. We had an amazing Valentine's Day, guys. We together pulled out the stops. We had an amazing dinner and lunch. I gave her some homemade gifts from the heart, which was amazing. It was amazing, guys. Such amazing. My sister and one of my cousins, they really pulled through with me and helped me bring my ideas to life for her. We did some great things, and I salute them. I salute my sister, Kenyatta, and my cousin Yolanda, for coming together, and doing, for me, something special so that I was able to bless my wife with something special, something from the heart. I'm not going to talk about the gifts. We might talk about that in another video. If she wants to talk about it, we'll bring her back to it. We'll bring baby girl back to the channel. We can talk about it together, so on and so forth. But yeah, so we've been spending time. So my mind hasn't been on videos. My mind has been on loving my wife and just being with her through these days as we just been together and doing what we do. But yeah, to move past that, we're going to transition to what I want to talk about. I'm just going to be just coming off the dome. I'm authentic. I don't have my hat on today. I'm raw. Soggy t-shirt, face ashy. Got my scully on because my hair won't lay down. It's just a lot. It's a lot. But recently, there's been a lot going on in the world, and it's been weighing on me really heavy. We have what's happening in Texas. In my prayers are with those in Texas, with dealing with what they're dealing with the weather and the situation with electricity, no water, things, so on and so forth. My prayers are with you, the Life and Poetry family. We're praying for you. If anybody from this channel is from Texas, or anybody watches videos from Texas, has a loved one or a friend in Texas, someone we're praying for them continually until they get back, till they get the resources that they need to overcome what's happening now and down there. But not even just that. There's a lot of stuff going on around, and And I try my best to stay as positive as possible. That's what these platforms are for me. I have Life and Poetry on YouTube. The YouTube channel, the Life and Poetry YouTube channel is here for to share my testimony, to bring light to somebody's situation, to bless them with my story, with my testimony of victory and triumph. To show that if he can do it for me, he can do it for you. It's meaning God. If God can do it for me, almost went there. He definitely can do it for you. My TikTok, the same thing. I'm there to encourage. I created TikTok to encourage. I know TikTok is a platform that we do videos and skits, this and the third. I do skits as well, but primarily I try my best to encourage folks to the best of my ability. That's what I want to do. My goal in this chapter of life is to encourage and uplift, inspire, and to motivate and to pour into. If I'm not pouring into somebody, I'm not doing my job. I feel like I failed, not even as a minister, but as a human being. If I'm not pouring back into you, I'm not doing my job. And I don't care if I know you, if I don't know you. It's my duty, it's my job, it's my responsibility to pour into you something. I've been through so much in my life, in my 20 years. I'll be 29 years old this year in July. I've been through so much in these past 5, 6, 7, 8 years or so, that some couldn't fathom. It would have broke some people. It would have broke some people. I know it almost broke me. It broke me. It broke me, but it didn't defeat me. It broke me, but it didn't defeat me. And that's what I want people to understand. We go through things and it gets hard and it gets trying and the waves get rocky and the storms come and we fall down, we get bruised up, we get scraped up, but the scars only tell part of the story. The other part of the story is, did you stay down or did you get up? Did you stay down or did you get up? That's the part of the story that's a part of my testimony. I want people to gravitate to, people to see that, yeah, I walked through that storm, but I got up. I think what scripture says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I should fear no evil. Yeah, I walked through those valleys, and I couldn't stop there. I had to come out the other side, because I knew something was there. Something was pushing me, motivating me, encouraging me. People were encouraging me. I had people in my corner, my team, my doctors, my family, my friends, my church family. They were pushing me to do. My wife, her family, they were pushing me. They were pouring into me, and yeah, so it's trying to always be the encouraging one to do so. Trust me, I know what it's like to be withered and tried, and still try to be a beacon of hope, a beacon of light, of encouragement. I know what it's like to dig down deep to the depth of one's soul to pull that out. I do it daily, I'm not saying that I go through turmoil or hardened hardships, and by that I mean like the rough stuff, capsizing type waves. I'm not saying I do that all the time, but sometimes my body doesn't agree with me. It doesn't line up to what I wanted to do, and I still gotta pull deep. I gotta tap into to that reserve tank from time to time to be able to get out that encouraging word or to make that video on TikTok. Trying to bring light to somebody's situation, trying to let them know that I too see them and that they are not alone. And I believe in doing so. Individuals will gravitate to it and say, you know what? He got something right there. He got something to say. He's speaking some true stuff. We go through stuff. God, my t-shirt's really soggy. We going through stuff, but you know what? If we keep pressing it, we can get through. And coincidentally, yesterday or the day before yesterday, I was tagged in a video on Instagram. I was tagged in a video. Well, 3 people tagged me in the video. They created the video of the same thing. They found my TikTok page. It's an open page. It's not a private page. You don't have to request a follow. You can push the follow button. You You can see all my content. There's nothing to hide. I'm transparent with what I do. I try my best to be as transparent as possible with everything I talk about with you guys, whether it be here on the Life and Poetry page or on TikTok, on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you may find me, or even in person. My best quality is my transparency, or me trying my best to be as transparent as possible. You can't let everybody in that door. Sometimes you got to let people tiptoe in, because to be fully transparent, my transparency might really put you in shock, and it might make you just stop in your tracks and not want to be around me at some point, right? But yes, so they went back to my TikTok page, and they went all the way to early videos. I don't have many videos on TikTok, but there is a decent amount. I have a decent amount of followers on TikTok. I think it's maybe 6K followers on TikTok. But if you go down to like my early, maybe my first 4 or 5 videos, I did a video where I tapped into a portion of my testimony. Again, I started TikTok to be able to open up. TikTok is another platform where many of folks, many demographics come together, and they search for things. They look for a laugh. They look for something that makes them smile, something that encourages them. And I did a video, like I said, which tapped into a part of my testimony about my walking situation. If you guys have been with me from the beginning, you know that I was in a wheelchair. I went to the walker, and I'm on the cane. I did a video around me standing up with the cane from the floor, no holding on to nobody, just me solely using the strength of my legs to stand up. And it was a sound, you can put the sound clips of TikTok videos, and it was a sound clip of Tasha Cobbs, right? With S, Tasha Cobbs. Tasha Cobbs, I love you so much, God. You are an amazing and anointed woman of God. You are truly a blessing, and what you did for me with that clip really blessed my life. When I first heard it, and I was like, I heard on YouTube, I heard the sermon. Tasha Cobbs did a sermon, and she basically was saying, "Get up, get up," and I used that clip in the video as I was forcing and fighting myself to stand up. Yeah, I said forcing. It took a lot for me to get out of that floor. And I've done it before, times before, when I was sitting on the floor and just get up, because sometimes I like to just sit on the floor and stretch out a little bit. But this time, it was like the weight was on my body, and I was literally fighting to get up out that floor. You could see me shaking in the video. It was full authenticity. This was no skit. It wasn't planned for me to shake. My body was trembling trying to get up out of that floor. But I got up, and you see the pieces of the video where I'm tagging things about testimony about what happened in 2016 about me ended up in the hospitals and the rehab facilities, and not walking and all these other things, and getting to where I am today. But that video on TikTok was found by some people, and this individual created an inspirational video for their Instagram page, and they tagged me, and then they gave me credit, my TikTok credit, whatever, and then they posted my TikTok name, and next thing I know, my Instagram just skyrocketed. It really, like, notifications and likes and this, that, and the third. They just took off, and I was like, my phone was literally ringing overnight. I was like, yo, it's like, I got to go to the bathroom like 6 in the morning. My phone was ringing. I was like, I'm gonna forget this. If it was a bill collector, leave a message after the beep, But then when I really woke up and looked at my phone, and it was notification after notification after notification, as I was opening up, looking at them, it just kept going off. I'm looking, trying to figure out where it came from. And I'm like, I don't remember posting this video on my Instagram because it's not there. I never posted that specific video on my Instagram page, but it is on TikTok. So I found the source of it, and it was a page, and they were kind enough to share the video and show. I don't use the word showcase, but to bring to light my testimony in inspiring others, about fighting, about not giving up, about the determination of it all. And I saw the comments, and I saw the likes, and there were hundreds of comments. I couldn't go through them all, because then they just kept coming on that creators page, and then I got through maybe 50 of the comments, and I read them. I didn't respond back to all. I posted a comment under the post, and then I went through and And then I saw some TikTok follows and likes and comments. And I said, okay, they must be coming from this page here. And then I put the phone down, and then another video comes up, same video, different creator, tags me, does the same thing. I'm going through those comments. I make my comment. And TikTok, again, people coming back, you know. And then a third one comes up, the same video, same situation, you know. And now individuals are reaching out to me, asking me if I would share my story, you know. And it was one comment, or it might have been a message that came up that said, hi, you know, you're such encouraging, so on and so forth. I'm gonna paraphrase it, right? I don't remember verbatim. But this individual asked, where could they follow my story? Where could they go and hear more about my story? And this individual said that they went to my YouTube page and was looking at some of the videos and whatnot, and they followed me on YouTube, you know, which is a blessing. I really thank them for doing so. If you're watching this and this is you I'm talking about, I thank you so much. I love you, and I pray that you are encouraged, not only by my testimony, not only by my words, but just by understanding that simply, if God will do it for me, he will definitely do it for you. You may not be in my situation, but trust me, my mind is no hardship is greater than the next. A hardship to me is a hardship. You got to go through the storm. You'll get bumps and bruises. It's going to happen, no matter how big or small it may be, you know. But it made me realize that I cannot hold on to my testimony. I can't bear claw it or vice grip it, you know. I can't do that. I cannot bear claw it or vice grip it. I have to be able to get it out there and share it to the people. And I know I've done it so far. I know it's been some things I've done, some things that I haven't talked about just yet. I'm trying to build up the courage to do so. That there's a bigger piece of my testimony that I just have to get the foresight from God to go forward. You know, he's given me some instruction about how to go forward with it, and what to do to get there. But I have to get out of my way to do so. If you're like me, you know that if you're like me, you understand that you're still human. That sometimes our flesh fights with the spirit, and right now with this piece of my testimony, my flesh is fighting with it. My mind is fighting with it because I don't know how it's going to be perceived or taken or twist or thrown back at me, you know. But at the end of the day, I have to realize that it's not for me to be concerned about. It's my testimony isn't for me. It's not for me. Your testimony is for those that are out there, not just your friends, not just those in your circle, but those who you never even come in contact with, those who you never would even imagine being around. You know, that's who your testimony is truly for. It's for the people in the kingdom of God to understand that, again, if God will do it for him or her, he would definitely do it for me. You know, there's an old saying that I remember my grandfather saying before he passed. He was also a big figure in my life in the church. And he said, what did he say? He said, if God is blessing in your neighborhood, be in preparation because you may be next. He's in the neighborhood, right? He's in your neighborhood, so you might be next on that list of the row of houses, you know. And that's what I stand on. You know, if God is in my neighborhood, my blessing has to be on the way. Amen. And I want my testimony to be that if my testimony can get to that one person, you know, and they can share with the next, You know, you never know what door it can open up. You never know what stronghold will break or what wall will be torn down just by listening to it, just by receiving what I'm saying, and not trying to manipulate it or to explain it away or try to criticize it or so on and so forth, you know. And that's truly why I'm starting these new chapters here on my social media sites, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, the Facebook like page for Life and Poetry, where I post the video updates on there, for YouTube, and you know, whatever tap into to Twitter, whatever it may be. I want to be I want to be in the position whereas the light that I bring to that room illuminates not just that room but that house, right? I'm gonna break it down for you. I don't want my testimony or my light or what I have to give, what God has given me to speak to somebody, to just be in this box. I don't want that. I can't have that happen. I want to be the light that shines not for the next person, but for the person after, not just for the next person, but the person after that, and after that, and after. I want to be a transcending light, a universal light. I don't want to just stop here. I wanted to transcend generations. I wanted to just go there. And somebody can look back at this video maybe 5 years later, 5 years from now, and say, wow, this young man was 28, 29 years old, and he went through all this in his early 20s, and look at him now. He has a wife, he has a business, he has his own brand, he's doing this, he has books that he's published, so on and so forth, and he's moving with momentum forward. He's not letting his situation hold him in place. He's continually moving forward. And I that's my goal, to be that type of encouragement for somebody. To be that type of encouragement for somebody. Somebody say, you know what? Let me reach out to him and see if he can pour into me. Or let me go back to that channel and pour so I can get something from it. Well, let me share this with somebody that I know is going through something similar. Whether it's for that one on the scale or that far ahead. Whether it's behind them or that far ahead, I want them to be able to send that to that person, or that person or those persons, and just so that they can be encouraged and uplifted and so I just want to be that blessing to somebody. I want to be that blessing to somebody. I'm trying to get emotional, and it feels like I'm about to cry, but I'm gonna hold it back. But because God has done so much for me in my life, and I would be a fool if I held that to myself. I would be dead wrong if I held in the wisdom that God has imparted into me in these a few years I've had here on this earth. I would be completely wrong. I would be wrong if I held that into myself, because it's not just for me. It's for the people. It's for the people. I can't stress that enough. It's for the people, and I want my testimony to get to those people. So I'm making that vow right now, that I'm going to make it my solemn goal, my solid mission to continue to be as transparent as possible, to continue to try my best to uplift and to encourage and to motivate and to pour into anybody who is willing to receive it. Anybody who's willing to receive it. I pray that my words touch you wherever you are. I pray that my testimony blesses you in enriching capacity. I pray that my life, that my life story can bring light to a situation for you, or wherever you want to say that. I don't know how to put it in words, but because I'm getting in that space right now where I want to just bust out and just start crying, because God has done so much for me. So and to see that those people shared that video on Instagram, and people were encouraged by it, and people on my TikTok are encouraged by it, and they're pouring into me as I pour into them. It's an amazing thing. It's an amazing thing. It is awesome to know that my God, it's amazing to know that my life and my testimony is blessing somebody. Is that my story, right? Not a fable. This isn't a fairy tale. This is reality. My testimony is a reality. No matter how hard to swallow it may be, it is a reality. But I'm making it through. That's the moral of the story, is that I'm making it through. Matter of fact, no, I've made it through. Right? Amen. See, because it didn't hold me in that place. I made it through. I pray that my testimony continues to inspire you. I pray that you continue to walk with me through this journey as we explore different things here on the Life and Poetry YouTube page, or on TikTok. And just stay with me and give me no, come on. I'm a poet. I'm losing words, right? Give me feedback. Respond to me. Comment down below. Don't be afraid to say, you know what, Marcus, can you help me here? Can you have some insight on this here? Can you pray with me? Can you pray for me? whatever it may be, guys, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. God ordained this time for us to be together in this type of capacity. In this type of capacity. I'm still here on YouTube. No matter how hard it is to get to where I want to be, I'm here. I'm pushing through. I'm what they say, grinding to get to where I need to get to. I'm grinding on TikTok. I'm in real life. I'm doing my best to stay motivated and encouraged so that I can encourage you. Even my times where I can't. Right? Let that be encouraging to you too. I'm human, so I may not always be at that peak. I may be in the valley sometimes. But guess what? In that valley, I'm getting something down there that's going to give me that strength to get back up to that peak, that mountaintop. Amen. You can too. You can too. Life and poetry. Family and friends, visitors. If you made it to this far on this video, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Become a member of the Life Poetry family and team. Guys, and even if you don't subscribe, once you watch one video for even 2 minutes, you're family here. You are family. I love you all so much. I pray that you are safe where you are. I pray a fiery hedge of protection around you and your family, your loved ones, your friends, your businesses, your places of employment, your children. I pray that you too can be that light for somebody out there. You might even be a light for me. You may even be a light for me. Be great in whatever you do. Most importantly, do not give up. Do not give up, because you never know who's on that other side that needs you. Keep pressing in. Keep pressing on. Be blessed. Life and poetry, I love you. I love you so much. I love you so much. Be blessed. Stay safe. And until next time, we out. Peace.